Hello, this is JM83, and this is another new episode of Pierre's Path to Glory, the Pierre Gasly career mode, season 2 now, driving for Red Bull. And it's a Russian Grand Prix this time out, and after the win we had in China last episode, if you missed it, go and check it out, a very exciting race. And yeah, this time the Russian Grand Prix, hoping to keep that momentum from the win last week, keep it going. So track implementation test, and now it's pretty straightforward, it's a purple score quite easily, only one red in there, and the rest are all purple, so pretty straightforward. Then it started raining actually in practice in time for the quali sim, so pretty difficult to, especially this turn 3, to do it in the wet is very challenging. And as you can see, I lose the back end on the exit and then almost go into the wall. In fact, I do go into the wall and lose half the front wing, so not too good there. No chance of beating the quali sim on that lap, but we'll probably just wait for another practice session to try and beat it then. So yeah, this is the next attempt. I think the practice 2 now, very bright sunny skies in Sochi, and it looks like we're just down on the delta. It's going to be very close, but we just about don't beat it by about half a tenth of a second. 5th place estimated position, so that's not too good. But now into qualifying, it looks completely dry, so no chance of having to crash into the wall at turn 4 again like we did in practice. But yeah, qualifying is dry. It's my only run of qualifying, and it is a pretty good lap, just coming through the final sector on the curb, slightly too much there, and a slight trim of the corner, but pole position for now, which is my only lap of the session. And that was only good enough for P2 in the end, as Max Verstappen came out of nowhere and put in a lap of 1:35.7, which put in pole position my teammate. From myself in second, only a tenth off, then 5/10 step back to the rest of the field with Ricciardo, and a second back to the Ferrari of Raikkonen with Hamilton, Vettel, Nico Carey up in 7th, Magnussen in 8th, very strong for Renault, Perez, Sainz and Alonso round out the top 11. And then Julian Palmer in 12th, 4.5 seconds off from Pascal Wehrlein in his Force India, and then Jenson Button 14th, with Valtteri Bottas, Roman Grosjean, Nico Hülkenberg, a very disappointing day out for Williams in 15th and 17th, almost 2 seconds off the pace, with Gutierrez and then the Manas, then the Saubers up to 3.5 seconds off the pace.
Good afternoon from Sochi as we prepare to get underway for the Russian Grand Prix. The championship battle has some time to go yet, but still expect no quarter to be given here on this circuit that made its debut in 2014 and has already seen some classic racing.
So it's as always in Russia, it's a very straightforward strategy of just one stop. And here we have 5 red lights. And away we go for the Russian Grand Prix. Very, very long hold there. But I'm from second place on the grid, and Lewis Hamilton's actually got a good start from alongside me. The Renault of Kevin Magnussen at the inside of Ferrari as well. I'm not quite ahead of Max Verstappen, but then a bit of contact behind. There's a massive crash in the background, as you can see. I think that's a Force India and a Renault have been massively cut up, and that's quite a safety car, as I actually overtook Max Verstappen for the lead of the race. But now let's look at a replay of the start. And here's the start from Raikkonen, who's bogged down massively. We saw the Renault of Kevin Magnussen trying to make a move on him. So he loses position down to Ricciardo straight away, and then almost gets squeezed between Nico Carey and Kevin Magnussen who's inside. And yeah, not too good from Kimi Raikkonen. By now the safety car's come out, so that's why everyone's slowing down plenty much. But here we have the main headline of Julian Palmer in, I think, 14th place. Or 13th place, not too sure. But yeah, his massive crash with the Force India car, I'm not sure which one it was. But he actually gets quite a good start, and he overtakes Fernando Alonso on his left-hand side, but then gets absolutely speared. And I think that's Pascal Wehrlein who's just gone over for a roll over the top of him. Palmer loses both his wheels, but that was very, very odd to see. Here's Fernando Alonso, who bogs down slightly and loses touch to the top 10 just a bit. Then you can see Julian Palmer on the outside, and that is an incredibly big crash. Somehow Alonso doesn't actually retire himself. He almost rolls it twice. And we have to see a view from the onboard of Pascal Wehrlein. Here it is. He's using helmet cam for this race, and 5 red lights and away, and from 13th place on the grid. And he gets a very good start compared to Alonso, and he puts it in the middle of Alonso and Palmer. Then there's an absolute squeeze on, and then he does a barrel roll. It's so sorry if you're dizzy very easily, but that is a massive crash. Palmer and Wehrlein are both out of the race, with Fernando Alonso with a lot of work to do. But here's the review from George Russell in his manner, starting from the 19th place, I believe. And yeah, he actually gets quite a decent start. But you can see just ahead, the 3 wide, and it looks like an absolute pile up and like scrap heap cars by the end of that crash, because the wheels were everywhere. So very, very frightening crash there for Pascal Wehrlein. I think he's managed to come out of it unscathed. But here we have the safety car coming in now on lap 3. I'm starting to pack up loads from Max Verstappen right behind me, my teammate. Then Alonso, who somehow survived his crash and then replaced his front wing, has now got an engine failure. So it's just not his day, and he's had another bit of bad luck after being caught up in the first corner. He's now out of the race from last place anyway, with his Honda engine letting go, which is very, very disappointing for him. But now on to lap 4, you can see the gap that the 2 Red Bulls of myself and Max Verstappen have got out already. And the Russia track just really does suit the Red Bull car. I'm not sure what it is about it, but you can, like, in qualifying we were half a second quicker than everyone else, so very, very nice to see, and it should be quite a good battle, hopefully, between myself and Max Verstappen for the win, potentially. Unless something untoward happens, but yeah, you can see only a lap or two after the safety car's gone in, and we've already got quite a big lead over the third place car, which I think is Lewis Hamilton at the minute, and it should be on for a purple lap. Yes, it is, a 1:38.0, and that is very nice indeed. For myself, as Max Verstappen has now got quite a big lead over third places, and there's a massive queue there. But here's Lewis Hamilton actually going for a move on Kimi Raikkonen, who's currently in third. So Lewis Hamilton trying to reclaim the final place on the podium, and he goes up the inside there, takes a position, and the world champion back up into third place, with Raikkonen now defending heavily from Daniel Ricciardo. So yeah, that's the sort of battle going on. Now, I'll cut onto lap 11, you can just see the massive gap we've got, the two Red Bulls. I'm pitting onto soft tyres now until the end of the race. My tyres aren't that worn, but the tyre wear is not that bad around here, so you might as well just pit whenever you want, really. So everyone else has pitted, but you can just be able to see, I think third place hasn't pitted yet, but then on the mini-map the car in fourth has. So this is the sort of gap we're going to have over everyone else in the field. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous how much the Russian Grand Prix circuit suits the Red Bull car. It is a Tilke-drome, of course, so very high-speed corners, not many overtaking places, as Herman Tilke likes to give us circuits which aren't actually very good, in my opinion. But you can just see all the debris on the racing line from the first corner crash as well. But now on to lap 12, Verstappen's in the pit lane, my teammate. And yeah, we should be able to absolutely dominate this unless something goes wrong. And I'm going to easily take the lead again. I set a purple final sector while we're at it. And I've got the undercut, I think, so I've even extended the lead I had anyway. So yeah, this is the sort of order now. So there's myself in the lead from Max Verstappen in second place. And then I think it's Lewis Hamilton still in third place. Yes, it is. From Daniel Ricciardo in fourth. And then it's Kimi Raikkonen, the two Toro Rossos of Sainz, ahead of Carey for sixth place. And here is Sebastian Vettel, who was running about eighth, who's actually got a puncture on his left rear. It's very, very odd to see, because tyre wear, as I said, isn't an issue around here at all. So how he's managed to get a left rear puncture, I do not know. But then here's a few laps later is Sainz, Carey and Sergio Perez fighting over seventh place, I believe. And Carey, the car in the middle, looking to bounce back from China. But no, he hasn't. He actually had another engine failure. I had one in China from fourth place, unfortunately. So very, very disappointing for him. So he is now out of the race, and you can just see Vettel, after his pitting for new tyres, is absolutely flying, setting purple laps everywhere, which is slightly annoying because I quite have wanted purple laps. But looks like Vettel's going to take it home now. But now onto the very final lap of the Grand Prix. It sort of petered out very quickly this race. Nothing much happened. But yeah, held quite a big gap to Verstappen, although he's actually closed up the gap quite a lot lately. And in third place, Lewis Hamilton never really challenged us. So it looks like it's going to come around the final sector now. It's going to be a 1-2 for Red Bull for the second race running. And that is very nice to see. It looks like I'm going to be taking on my second win of the season and fifth of my career as Pierre Gasly in F1 2016 career mode. So across the finish line, and that is a win, another win for Pierre Gasly. So I win by only 1.5 seconds in the end to Max Verstappen, with another further 5 seconds back to Lewis Hamilton, who rounds out the podium. Then Ricciardo in fourth with a solid result from Kimi Raikkonen and Carlos Sainz doing another good job in sixth, ahead of Sergio Perez, Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas and Roman Grosjean rounding out the points finishes, with Nico Hülkenberg just missing out from his lonely good position. And Esteban Gutierrez then 54 seconds off with just 7/10 back to the manner of Esteban Ocon. So it's very nice results for manner of Ocon and Russell in 13th and 14th there, with Sebastian Vettel struggling to 15th with his 2 stops. With the Salvas, Giovinazzi and Leclerc in 16th, 17th, Jenson Button 18th, with Carey, Alonso and then Palmer and Wehrlein retiring for the race, as we saw on lap 1, which is very, very frightening to see. At the Drivers' Championship, I've opened up the lead even more, and Red Bull are now absolutely battering everyone in the Constructors. So yeah, it's looking good at the minute. And I've got a 19-point lead over Verstappen, 29 to Hamilton, so very nice to see, and it should hopefully be, we should be looking to extend that in the future races. So onto resource points, we're getting quite a few of them. Should take us just about to 700, or 680 I should say. And the rivalry doesn't really matter to me, I don't care too much. First driver, the driver position actually goes up quite a lot, as that's been pretty poor lately. So yeah, that is the end of this video then. If you leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. This has been J183, and I will see you next time.